Welcome back to the General Morgan Inn here in downtown Greeneville as we're talking about all things Valentine's Day. And we got Executive Chef Jordan Greenwood. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Absolutely. But before we get into Valentine's Day, let's talk about that bubbly around the world, because you've kind of got all the pairings going on with the food that is going to go with all those wonderful champagnes and wines.
Yeah, it's fantastic actually. It was really nice doing the tasting and getting to taste some of those flavors and thinking about, you know, what am I going to pair here? What am I going to pair here? So we got some Benton's, some smoked Benton's pork belly we're going to be pairing with some things, like a little chicken lollipop we're going to do. So it's going to be nice, little small plates that are going to pair well with those.
And I saw there you were going to start out with an East Tennessee charcuterie.
Yes, absolutely. That's our greeter. So I mean, whenever you come in our door, I mean, you're going to be greeted like you're part of the family. So
I love it.
That's part of the idea there.
You love welcoming people in via food, don't you?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the fastest way to a person's heart. You know, I mean, I was taught that by my Gangan. You know, you've heard about her.
I have, and she influenced you a lot.
Oh, a ton. Yeah. I mean, her, my mother. You know, I mean, everybody in this area. You know, just their stories and everything. You know, it's a real community, and we try to bring that to our plates. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Valentine's Day. Okay, Valentine's Day. Everybody wants to. It's romantic. Everybody wants to have that fantastic meal, and they can get it right here at Brumley's.
Yes, absolutely. We've got our spinach artichoke stuffed chicken there.
Right.
It's on our Parmesan risotto. You've got some crispy artichoke hearts and some fresh mozzarella and sauteed broccoli with crispy garlic. And then, of course, they can start with their shrimp cocktail. You can get that grilled, chilled, or blackened.
Oh, right.
Yeah, then we've got our surf and turf that comes with our scallops, a little bit of lemon butter. And then this is a fennel-crusted ahi tuna, a little bit of a different take on that. Usually you see sesame. We went with fennel here just to get kind of a woodsy aroma out of that.
And of course, you got to finish off a great meal with a great dessert.
Absolutely.
And this is just one of the few desserts that you're going to have on the
Are you
Valentine's.
talking about this or this?
Well, that depends on your definition of dessert, I suppose. But but you also have I'm going to talk about the eating dessert, not the drinking kind. But you talk about that creme brulee.
Yeah, that creme brulee. I mean, that's a classic here. You know, you've got that toasted sugar on there. You've got our chantilly cream, our strawberries and blueberries. Simple but elegant.
Right.
It's a really nice finisher.
Talk to me about when you sit down and they say, well, we got Valentine's Day coming up, make us a menu. What goes into that thought process for you?
You know, I mean, you try to think about the local aspect here. You know, what are some favorites you'll see? Something that'll go straight to the heart with the Appalachian influences kind of woven in between there.
Right.
So, I mean, there's that big creative aspect of it, but you're really trying to bring happiness and some kind of something familiar to the plate, but with a new light.
You know, when you look at like a dish like this, the chicken artichoke over here, there's layers of flavor in there, and that's what you want to build. You want to build so that when it comes all together, you get that amazing bite.
Yeah, you've got the fattiness of the risotto, but then you've got a little bit of tart coming through there. So anytime you build those flavors, you want that umami explosion. You know, all the flavors hitting your palate all at once.
Well, Chef, I think you're accomplishing that goal. You got the mission on point.
Right,
I really do.
Yeah,
appreciate you having us out here today and showcasing some of the amazing dishes you have here. Folks, it's Brumley's Restaurant right here inside the General Morgan Inn. Executive Chef Jordan Green has got all of your meals covered here. All you got to do is come down and make a reservation. We got that information for you right there on the screen.